Hello, everyone. Welcome to Seeds of Success. My name is Dottie and I'm your host today, along with Jay Nephew. Welcome, Jay.
Hey, thanks, Dottie. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today.
Well, today our topic for Seeds of Success is community support and the value of showing your community that you care. And Jay, that support is so important. It's important for a number of reasons. Number one, it shows the community that you're in business for more than just to make money, right?
Right, absolutely. And most of you are, right? We open a business and hopeful in efforts to provide for our family and our future, but we're also there because we enjoy what we do, and we have a connection and a relationship with, especially in the bowling industry or the entertainment industry, with our regular customers, whether it's a restaurant or a roller rink or whatever. You're part of that community.
Absolutely. And it also, Jay, when you're out in the community and you're involved, it keeps your bowling center top of mind. They see the name of the center and they see your employees and stuff. So when they go to look for entertainment, they're going to remember what they've seen in the community.
Yeah, and the real value there comes in when you can tell your story and you can tell your customer base and your guests that, look, I am part of this community as well as you. My employees live here. When you support us, you're supporting all of these different things. If in the case of a bowling center, of a local bowling center, you're supporting a beer distributor, a liquor distributor, you're supporting local produce distributors that are bringing product in for you to use. There's a number of ways that you can tie the local support back in and show them that the dollars that they invest with you in having their good time comes back to their community. And that's the important part of community involvement, I believe.
You are so right. And let's not forget that it's also a great opportunity for you to bring in new customers. You're exposing yourself to people that traditionally you might not have exposure to. And most especially, Jay, and I know you and I talk about this on a number of key instances, about the value of some of the expectations that Gen Zers have and the things that go into them making an entertainment decision. And one thing that is really important to that particular demographic is in many cases, they choose to support businesses that have, they support causes or they have community involvement. Causes are a big factor for Gen Zers.
Right. They want to know that the dollars that they're going to spend with you are spent wisely in supporting the same types of efforts they'd like to support. So if you are a local business and you do support animal shelters, food shelters, homeless efforts, whatever it may be, community health outreach, these are types of things that you need to let your audience know that you're doing. And not just tell them, but show them your involvement. And, we had a guest on Beyond the Frame, Miss Linda Nguyen from from Roostar Vietnamese Grill, and she does that well. She goes to the food banks. She donates food and beverages and drinks and meals to first responders and to healthcare workers. And these are types of things that you as a business owner can also do in your community. You don't have to limit it to pandemic rules. Certainly, there's a lot of ways that you can be involved in your community beyond the pandemic and for the future period, not just the immediate future.
Well, you're so right, Jay. And of course, the pandemic has really brought about many more opportunities. I mean,
it has.
There's never a shortage of opportunities that you can get involved in your community. But for example, with the pandemic, there are people that are going out and they're getting their vaccinations. And this is a good opportunity for you to somehow get involved in that. Give them a reason to come back, reward them for going.
Krispy Kreme's not the only one that can reward people,
That's exactly right. So that's a great opportunity.
It is. And you're getting into some ideas that we can throw out. So that's the first one right there is maybe you become the place that show your vaccination card. Oh, your arm gets sore when you get that vaccine. I know I got mine and it's still sore. Come work it out. Come bowl a game on us over at the bowl. Show your vaccination card and bowl a game for free. I mean, that's a simple thing that you could do that would show good faith and goodwill. We'd love to have you vaccinated so that we can all stop wearing masks sometime in the near future, we hope. So, that's one way. You've got a lot of other ideas too, though.
Well, you're right, Jay. I mean, the list just goes on, but it doesn't always have to be that you're giving a product or giving a service. You can also give in other ways. For example, maybe you volunteer your parking lot for a food drive, or maybe maybe you provide your workers to go help with a Habitat for Humanity bill, or
Right.
maybe you as a bowling center, you choose a house and your employees get together. There's a whole separate value that comes into play with that, to bring your employees together and then work towards a common goal to help others. Number one, what a message that sends out. But number two, it's a great way to create camaraderie with your employees.
And your customer base. Think about this. What if the people you're helping are actually some of your customer base in the long run? I mean, that just works really well. Leagues are a great opportunity too, because they're already a built-in microcosm that are like, they often support the BVL, Bowlers Veterans Funds. And so they're already primed to be a helpful associate when it comes to some of that. So you can even take it to the level of, look, not only are we doing this as a business, but all of our customers are getting on board too. So take it to whatever level you like to take it to.
And I'm going to take it one step further on that, Jay, because I have also seen weekly programs that a portion of that, the prize fund, instead of it going back to the individual bowler, they are bowling in that weekly program because they know that a portion is going to, say, Wounded Warriors or local food bank or whatever. And it's a great way for them to systematically, it's almost like planning your savings, to put a little bit away each week, but you get to have fun while you're doing it. So those are some other ways that you can do community support as well. And another thing that comes top of mind is children, especially during the pandemic, are really struggling with keeping their grades up, and parents are looking for ways in which they can reinforce that. So several things come to mind when I think of trying to help the parents get their kids to do better in school. One, it just simply provide a place for tutors and students to meet up in a safe, controlled environment. And just offer, a little corner of your bowling center for them to have those one-on-ones, to be able to tutor or mentor the students to help them do better in school. And I know you have some other ways that you can also help students stay on track with school, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So you might offer rewards to parent groups to reward the children when they do well, like a free game pass, or a 15-minute block of time where they can come in, or maybe even you say, look, I've got a coupon for free shoe rental for your next visit because you're doing well in these particular subjects, or however you want to define it. I think you leave that up to the parent, but you say, look, I've got a card that's going to help you. I've got a tool that you can use to get your kids excited about accomplishing their tasks that they need to do, doing well in school, and listening and making. And I really love how you say, look, but let's face it, from 2 to 5 in the afternoon at pretty much every bowling center, why wouldn't you have, if you have good Wi-Fi in your bowling center, why wouldn't you set up some spaces that are socially distanced, that people can feel comfortable coming into? Because remember, we're not in a bedroom in someone's house with a 9-foot ceiling. Well, even if it's that tall, you're lucky. You're in a bowling center with great airflow and whatnot. So with masks and slightly social distance, you can really safely accommodate people that might not be as comfortable in such a small environment, such as someone's home.
And Jay, you might be surprised, because there may be some bowlers that you have in your center that would like to participate. Some teachers that maybe have some spare time. Oh, no pun intended on that. Anyway, that might be a good opportunity for them to get involved as well. So, there's just so many different things. And let's not forget about those teachers. Find a way that you can provide them some special attention as a thank you for all that they do as well. Maybe just have a social get together for them where they can come out and have a few drinks and enjoy one another's company. So, the list just goes on, and I'm sure that a lot of our listeners have things that they've done themselves. But that's just a few of things that are just, right off the top of our head.
Yeah, yeah.
Fun, so.
And we have seen a lot on social media. We've covered a lot of this on our podcasts, excuse me, on our webinars and our Beyond the Frame guests, and even we've talked about on some of the other episodes of Seizing Success. So if you have ideas or you've supported your community in unique ways, maybe some ways that we haven't mentioned, or you've just got a really good success story that you want to share with us, we've got our email addresses on the screen right here. And well, I can't point at Dottie's, but you know where it is. Yeah, it's hard, Dottie, isn't it, to try to get it just right. Feel free to reach out to us, and we'd love to hear your story. We're getting close to our episode ending today, but I know Dottie wants to leave us with a little bit of a thought. She's got a beautiful quote. Dottie, take it away.
Thank you so much, Jay. Yes, as the late Robert F. Kennedy once said, it's no more bigness that should be our goal. We must attempt, rather, to bring people back to the warmth of community, to the worth of individual effort and responsibility, and of individuals working together as a community to better their lives and their children's future. I think that pretty much sums it up. What do you think, Jay?
I completely agree. Dottie. Now, if you haven't begun to show your support for your community, or you're just not sure how to begin, you can ask us. We'll give you some other pointers. You can get a hold of us, but take that first step. Write something as simple as a little note where we're thankful for you and your business. Do it from the heart. Make it work and do whatever you feel is right for your business and your brand, and you're going to see that community engagement go through the roof. So on behalf of Dottie San Martin and myself, we'd like to thank you for watching Seeds of Success, and join us again on our next episode coming up real soon.